Good morning, happy Friday. It's been quite a nice week, I'd say, overall. Managed to get out again today, which is nice. It's raining again though. Another potentially good photogrammetry day. I had a good one on Wednesday when I recorded. I managed to get this nice oak tree that was dead. I found probably a good 100 years old or something. Scanned that and processed it, but I'm not quite sure what I'm going to do with whole trees at this point, because I need to find a way to bring them back to life or get all their details out and things like that. So I still got some 3D things to work out on that, and I managed to record how I photogrammetry the trees, which is really nice. I've still got more to record for the end of the process, which is the bit which I haven't done so much of, is converting those into textures. I've got a process sorted, but I just need to just refine it a little bit and record myself doing that. So I may not get, depending on how the weekend goes, I may not get the chance to finish the video as I was hoping for this week, but I have made some steps in the right direction, which is something to be proud of at least. I didn't go out yesterday because I had an eye appointment, so I'm a little down on my steps average for the week. I didn't do the 10,000 yesterday. I didn't do 10,000 I think the day before, even though I was out for ages, simply because I was standing around the trees photographing them so much rather than actually walking. So I'm up early today. Hopefully I'll get some good. Some birds so chattery this morning. There's some great oak trees here that are dead, and maybe some, I think, beech or hornbeam. It's all got some really twisty trunks around here. I want to scan these, but I can't scan these today because they're too wet, and so the bark's all shiny. So I'm gonna have to do that another time. It's absolutely lovely just listening to the bird song. This time of the morning. What else have I got going on at the moment? I picked up a token in WoW, so I used RAF money to pay for another month's game time, which is really cool. So that extends me to the end of April on that account, and I've obviously got the 2 months on the second account. And I'll have a little play at the weekend maybe to see if I can get any more out of cross-realm trading or dual boxing, get some levelling up going on that front. Maybe I can start levelling in RAF once I can get up to 70, do the 70 to 80 with Joyous Journeys. If I can do that on a couple of characters, then again thinking of ahead to Cataclysm. There's a whole load of new invites for Cataclysm Beta, which is really nice to see people getting access to that. I'll dive back in once I've got professions and stuff sorted for that. So all in all, I'd say it's going well. The Let's Play series, 2 videos out. I haven't got any more recorded, but if you watched the last one that came out yesterday night, taking on 3 mobs in the depths of a cave was a risky strategy. I'm not even sure if I still have my fishing pole equipped. I'll have to double check, but I did it. I managed it. We survived the encounter, which is really nice. Just to get the rewards and to get the quests done. So next stage is to head off into Samadan and the eastern side and pick up some quests there. Finish off that area before I then head over to Redridge probably. To be my next stage there. But it's slowly progressing. I'm really enjoying the series though. It's nice to be able to just pop in and do that. Get some more photogrammetry done today. Maybe in the background I can process a couple more of the ones I have taken to start to get a library of oak textures, and then I can test that out maybe I need to pull in one of the Elwyn trees from the WoW data files, and then I can apply the bark texture to a subdivided mesh and see what that looks like. And that could be the first start to actually, making use of these textures, and what I'm going to do further down the line when I recreate this outdoor sequence in as part of Elwyn Forest. So I'm looking forward to that. That should be nice. Weekend's coming up. It's got quite a nice, I think, fairly empty weekend. It gets busier. Oh, hello Robin. How are you? It gets busier later on in the month, and I got some holiday days booked off as well. So that's going to be an ongoing thing over the next few weeks. So I probably won't get out every day, but I will get out for some of it certainly. Again, it's been raining, so the little streams are bubbling away. Got a nice little one here. It's nice just to listen to them all. The rain, the birds, trickling of a stream, and some old man yabbering along to a camera. not quite the peaceful thing, but it's great. I love it. So quiet with no one else around, which is really nice. And along here, there's some really amazing silver birch trees, which will be, once I've done a good set of oak trees, I want to do some nice silver birch trees. Hello crows. Because along here, these ones got an amazing knobbly bark on them, and some really sort of depth to their texture. I think this one, it might be still alive. Quite old though, but it's got some lovely bark texture. I couldn't capture it today because it's too wet. The rain's just making that too shiny. There's a couple of them along here that I know one of them at least I captured with my old phone, and it's now part of the path because it fell down last year. I'll make sure I capture these before they have finished their life. There's another, I don't think that's silver birch, that's another type of tree. But this kind of detail is great. This kind of stuff I want to just have a library of textures and things. So that's all part of the process. Also, I feel like there's steps moving forwards and plans within plans and little stages. And I feel like this week, certainly at least, I have made progress, which, it may be slow, but it's still going forwards at a pace. I'd love to be able to talk more about my work, because that's really cool, but with NDAs and everything, can't really talk about much about what I'm currently doing. But I can talk about stuff that I have done, like Fallout that's coming out. Totally enjoyed working on that as a project. Really looking forward to it. It's nice that they're doing it all episodes in one go, so people can binge it if they want to. I prefer it if they did something like, maybe they'll do this for the second season, like they did with The Boys and things like that, is they release the first 3 episodes and then do weekly after that. I think it's a really good idea. But maybe that'll be for season 2, if it gets to season 2. I hope it does. It's been very well promoted. So that's really nice to see. And I've watched the trailer about 5-6 times, and it's really got me hyped up for the show. Just as a viewer, someone who, as a gamer who loves these kind of things, I'm really looking forward to it coming out. And then I guess there's other things, I could talk about the games industry, which has been a bit quiet on the redundancy news at the moment, but they've had enough of those already. I remember my time back in the days, back at Rare, very fondly. The people I worked with, Star Fox Adventures, the game I worked on. It was a great time to be a games developer. We all just did our thing, and the way it worked there, it was just before the Microsoft buyout. Hello birdies. Back into the wetlands, watch out for the crocolisks. And the way it was structured in the barns, it's still the same property they have now. Each team was in a different barn, or a different floor of a barn. And we didn't really interact that much on a per team basis. There was let's go down here. Let's go back into the woods. It's really squelchy though, so let's watch out. So there was a kind of internal competitiveness, and you didn't really know what other teams were doing. It was quite secretive, which had its pros and its cons really. I think everyone just wanted to make good games, and that was the core ethos behind it. I hate to use the words family, but we were definitely a lot more sort of social. Maybe it was the time, or maybe it was just part of how people were at that age. I don't know, but it was a great experience. They treated people quite well. I mean, you did work hard. There was quite a lot of crunch and overtime, which I didn't like, but it was at the time kind of par for the course and expected. Especially when you're sort of working towards an E3 demo or something like that. But that was a good thing. You were looked after. I remember we basically were working on, before it became Star Fox Adventures, it was Dinosaur Planet, and they literally, for E3, as we were doing a demo there, they flew the entire team out to LA, and we went and promoted the game, the whole team. And that would be, I can't imagine a company doing that kind of expense now. And it was an absolutely fantastic experience. Picked up a collector's edition of Risk with metal figures, which I've still got, which was really nice. Sorry, I'm just walking slowly so I don't fall into these great big puddles. So yeah, my time, I would say that was my best time in games industry. Obviously I worked at another company before then, actually 2 companies before then, working on RTS games, point and click adventure games, just kind of like small companies, and then after Rare, working on Warhammer Online. So I've made a little den. That's cool. That's quite a nice one. It's got a little shelter and everything in it. It's a shame they've gone over all the bluebells though. It must have taken some time. Where was I? Yes, my time in the games industry was good. I worked on a variety of different games, and then even when I went freelance, I worked on quite a few games, sort of like as a freelancer. Some of which I would call shovelware, which were literal just get a game out cheap on the cheap as best as possible. I did a couple of games like that. I worked on Path of Exile as well as an animator, just as a freelancer, way back before it got released. This is back in 2014, like 10 years. Is it 10? Yeah, wow, that's 10 years ago. No, that doesn't seem right. That seems. I have to check my timescale. That doesn't. It feels like I've been in the sort of advertising and the film industry longer now, because I've been at my current company for like 2.5 years. Maybe I'm just getting lost in the sense of time over the scale of things. I am getting old now, starting to feel my age, but it was a good time. Yes, it had its ups and downs. I think the main downside was the crunch culture. I think that was the thing that mostly irked me and had to have that impetus to leave. Plus, there were pretty significant changes to my sort of life circumstances with a new family. So a change of priorities was in order. But yeah, whilst I was in the games industry, it was great, and I'm really proud of the stuff that we did as a team. I'm really proud of the stuff we're doing now as a. Some more barks come down here. That's all slewed off of this dead oak tree here. I was going to capture that one, but I think it's got ivy on this side, which is going to be hard to capture. But no, I have to watch out for that one. Yeah, it was my time in the games industry. I would say I wouldn't change it for the world. I think the way the industry is now, I'm not sure because I'm not in it, but it seems kind of, from what I hear, snippets and things, it is still kind of essentially the same process. You know, you've still got milestones, you've still got projects to work on. It's quite a long development process compared to other things. Like, you can work on a game for 3 years and it's still not be released, or even worse, you work on a game for 3 years and it gets canned, which is terrible, because then you've got nothing to show for it. It's all locked under NDA. Then you've got, yes, your personal knowledge and stuff, but yeah, it's a long process, and you can't iterate through so quickly. So there's so much to do, really. Especially, I mean, my main time was as an animator, which I really enjoyed. I've enjoyed lots of different roles, which is good. You know, being an animator, modeler, cinematic artist, all that kind of stuff. It's been really nice. This is another lovely tree. That one plus the super old one we just walked past, which is like 250 years old. This one's probably a good couple of 100 years old in itself. Some really impressive oaks here. I'm just thinking it's a bit too wet to capture, unfortunately. So I'll make the most of the day as I can anyway. I'll try and get some steps out, because I'm walking super carefully at the moment. Try and take some nice pictures. And then it's the weekend. So overall, I would say I was going to say progressive week. A week of progress is the best I can describe it. And we've got the weekend ahead to do whatever. So let me know if you want to know more about the games industry. You know, plenty I'm happy to talk about with that, or the film industry, or commercials, or 3D in general, or any other aspects. And then from there, we'll see how it goes. But I hope you have a great week, and go out and get some more steps. I don't know what they were. Maybe pheasants. Not sure. Right. Have a great weekend, if I don't record anything at the weekend. And until next time, see you very soon.